Hi there, this is Matt with State of Flux here with a review for Ben Affleck's Air. This is a film about how the Air Jordan was created. And that sounds like it would be a relatively boring-ass movie, yet Ben Affleck is a gifted filmmaker. We know this. He is an Academy Award-winning filmmaker, director of Argo, which took Best Picture back in 2012, or for the year of 2012. This film has a very sharply written screenplay, and that elevates the material. And if you get good actors and a strong screenplay, even the most kind of mundane, interesting trivia fact of a movie, which this essentially is, can become compelling as can be. This is all the more noticeable in that you know how this story goes. You know, watching the movie, how it's going to end. Yet you are engrossed and encapsulated in what the movie is trying to showcase to you the entire time. And at one point, on the edge of your seat. This has very strong performances, certainly from Matt Damon and Chris Tucker. It's always nice to see Chris Tucker. That dude should be in more movies. As well as Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans is a fantastic actor, and I think people kind of forget that. And he has one moment in this movie, but boy does he shine. He just pops off the screen. Ben Affleck's in it. He's good, especially his scenes with Matt Damon. They have such a strong energy. I really enjoyed the hell out of the performances in this film, but Jason Bateman's the one that steals the show, as Jason Bateman is known to do. But yeah, the film is fantastic. I really like it. This is about how the Air Jordan came to be. Michael Jordan is just a background figure in the film, never coming to full prominence, but this is before he came to full prominence, so it kind of works. But the part that won me over, I had liked the movie all the way through and was giving it a positive review. There are two moments of exquisite directing that happen towards the back part of the movie where I was just completely wowed. And that, one of it, this enters into spoilery territory, but you know how this movie comes, so this is not really a spoiler, so long as you know the Air Jordan happened. During the pitch meeting, where Matt Damon finally pitches to Michael Jordan and his mother about what they want to do with the Air Jordan, they give you montage. And it's one of the best uses of montage I've ever seen, because traditionally montage shows you how you got to this point. This is a montage of all the things that are going to happen, and we're shown images throughout Michael Jordan's life for the next 25 years. And it was just an exquisite use of montage that completely wowed me. I loved that moment. And I was like, this is great. I am on board. But then, the best part of the movie is Jason Bateman has a really powerful moment with Matt Damon where he's like, if your gamble doesn't work, I'm out of a job. And my job is how I connect with my kid, and he's like, you made this gamble, but you didn't think of the other people around you. To that point, we'd only seen Matt Damon working in close, tight camera work, like the camera's always on him and the subject that he's talking to, often Bateman or Chris Tucker and whatnot. So the ramifications for this gamble, so to say, are pretty not substantial, right? Like, it's couple people out of a job. But there's a part where you're seeing that the gamble might have a completely different ending than the one we ultimately get. And it is through that the camera pulls back and Affleck shoots the thing for the first time, showing you the office at its full capacity, where you can actually see everybody. Before that, Matt Damon's just passing through and you don't actually see faces. He pulls back and you see every single person in that room who is affected by Matt Damon's gamble. And that just hangs in the air for a full minute of screen time. No dialogue, just letting it weigh in how dire this gamble was, how many people it would affect, how many families, how that spins out. Excellent direction, excellent use of camera to tell story without saying a single line of dialogue. and it is so awesome. I loved this movie. This is in my top 5 movies for 2023. Affleck just takes it home, and I think some of these performances are worthy of nomination come the year end, but it's very early in the year, so we'll see. But yeah, my only complaint for this is there was no post-credits scene teasing Space Jam, so that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, easy 3.5 out of 4 stars. Go check out Air. It is a fantastic movie. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.